Jen Gilchrist here with another weekly Oracle card reading to support you in aligning with your higher path and navigating the week ahead in the highest and best way for you. I typically work with highly sensitive, intuitive people who've gone through a spiritual awakening and often feel called to and aligned with the path of a light worker or starseed. Okay, here is the deck I'm using, the Rose Card Oracle. As I go through this, always check in and listen to your own intuition as you go through, because often it will backboard an even more personal message for you. So you want to learn to trust that as well. Okay, the first card says the bud. Potential, promise, it's about to happen, keep going. Oh, this is amazing. I feel like it's just a really great validation of all the work you've been doing, of the ideas you've been having, potentially for a very long time, but especially in the last maybe the last month or two, couple of months time, things that might have been illuminated, maybe new twists on things or brand new ideas altogether. This just feels like a really great validation that the work you've been doing, you're on the right track, right? You're in the beginning stages. Keep nurturing it. Even if you haven't seen the seeds sprouting yet, it's there for you. It's about to happen. Keep going. So this is just a great validation wherever you are on that. I also see where intuitively guided to see the heart in the center of this image. And it just, to me, that's like, okay, you're opening up to receiving. So this could be either way, open up to receiving support and help, whether that's from your spirit team or potentially even, I'm hearing for some of you, maybe it's time to get some help in your business, right? That's just for a small few. The overall message I was getting for everybody was opening that heart to receiving, like you've been doing a lot of work on opening to receive, so that now you'll be able to be seen and valued for your message and the work that you've been potentially, for a lot of you, been working on for a long time. And for some of you, maybe just finding the courage to step into a new direction or a new career altogether. Okay. So notice too, if there's any, I'm just seeing the mirroring happening. So just notice if you have any mirroring patterns, like any patterns or beliefs or things that are coming up for you, just continue to do the work around those things so you can open up to allow yourself to receive and be supported. It feels like the universe is really, really guiding you in a big way. The wasteland, sustainability, slow down, tend your garden. Okay, it's funny that there's, this deck doesn't necessarily talk about the garden, but I got that feeling of that sprouting seed in the first one. So it could be that you've been working really, really hard, right? Sometimes, and that might be also about the receiving card, right? Sometimes when we're push, that's a lot of the masculine energy within each of us. We all have both energies, and we need both energies to create and sustain evolving and creating things into the world, right? But this is like, I feel, is just slow down and allow yourself to receive. So it could be that you have been burning the candle at both ends, or you've been working really hard. Potentially some of you could be even frustrated or disappointed, which is maybe why the encouragement card is coming. But this is like pause and like just tend to your needs, even if it's just a day, take a day in nature, take a hot salt bath. For some of you, it might be more like getting support in your life and in your business to sustain what you're building on a foundational level. But I think first and foremost for everybody, it is like, what are you feeling? Honor your feelings, honor your body's needs, honor your emotional needs. What can you do to actually allow yourself to feel supported? And it feels like it could be even on a body level, like on a weariness, exhausted level, but it could be mentally, emotionally exhausted as well. Sometimes when we're working towards something for a long time and it's like, we start to wonder, is this even happening? What's the point? I don't think that's for everybody, but for a good amount, could be kind of feeling that, which is where this encouragement card comes. And others of you are just kind of like, this is exciting, but maybe still, haven't seen the full benefit yet, I should say. So either way, keep going. Plant yourself here. It's interesting. 3 that kind of have to do, or I'm hearing the words that feel like planting, right? Or the analogy of a garden. Plant yourself here. Integration, embodiment, and grounded action. So yeah, some of you sometimes go mode and busyness, or even if we get busy into other things and not making time for what we need, that can be one way that fear manifests as a distraction. At the end of the day, this is saying pause, rest, rejuvenate, reground, integrate the growth that's been happening, right? We're still integrating. I know the eclipse period has already been a couple months at this point, or maybe like 6 weeks. I can't, exactly tell. It's been a bit now, but there's like an integration that follows that expansion. So a lot of times ideas, epiphanies, massive amounts of clearing and healing opportunities were there for us, right? But now we have to integrate that into the new normal. And that does sometimes require a little bit more attention to the body, attention to your needs, right? Slowing down and doing that work. And sometimes that can feel uncomfortable if you're used to being busy. Maybe that also means you could be avoiding something in your body or frequency or taking an action on something. But this is like, it's not like a don't take action. It is take grounded action, but it does feel like there's this need to pause and release so that you can either get the inspiration, the ideas, the shift in the alignment, and or the actual rejuvenation so that you have the energy and you're in the mental and emotional state to really get the biggest return back to you, right? Because you can't fake our vibrations, especially if you're around me. In my circle, most of you are highly sensitive and empathic people, whether you realize it or not. I think most of you do. And so a lot of times the people that we're working with are as well, right? And so they're even more tuned into that subtleness of like what's going on with you. So it kind of adds another layer. I think it's always relevant, but it definitely, I think when you're working with people who are tapped into that subtle energy, and I think more and more and more, the collective is going to be more tapped into that subtle energy, whether they're conscious of it or not. It's important to be in integrity and in alignment with ourselves. That's really the paradigm of the new leadership that we are creating and birthing and stepping into by example, right? Individually, each person at a time. And then pretty soon collectively it becomes the norm, which is exciting. All right, so that is the message that we have. Be sure to check out, I'll put some cards here for you to check out. I am doing channeling. I've been called to do a lot of channeled messages, which have been really powerful, impactful, and to the point. In a different way, I think, than the weekly oracles. They're both valuable, but I'd love for you to check that out. We have a playlist. We also have some individual channeled messages that are timeless. And so just browse through and see. And I actually have one in mind I'm going to pop here for you to check out. All right. Oh, the other thing I have too is I have my oracle card, two things. The new moon is, I believe, depending on where you're at in the world, Thursday, right? Which is a great time to set more intentions and reset your energy. And also that could be part of the low energy as well. Those moon cycles, pay attention. And then also I have an oracle card program, which is on sale right now. So you want to check that out. It's a really fabulous course to help you get more in touch with your intuition and be able to do these types of readings for yourself personally or professionally. It really will meet you where you're at. It's a very robust course that you will love. It's self-study, so you can do it on your own pace, and you do get lifetime access. All right. Have a great rest of your day.